Jennie just released a music video where she's the writer, director, and lead all at once. And I'm lucky enough to edit music videos for artists like these guys. And shooting on film with this kind of restraint is really rare. It's gentle, wholesome, and never leans on being overtly sexual, which is crazy rare in this industry. But the question is, how do you direct a video like this where there is so much romantic tension? So in this video, we're breaking down how she wrote it, how she shot it on film, how she breaks a ton of editing rules, why that almost kiss works so well, and what it means to direct yourself.
So I want to film about a girl. She wants to avoid love, wants to avoid responsibilities.
She's very confused, but also knows what she wants.
Just to enjoy summer.
Dude, this is so good. I love the aesthetics of it. Wow. If you think about the whole point of the song, you look at this, the title pops in, less than a lover. And I love that we get information one beat at a time. We hear the audio first, and then we get the title. Now we're freaking in. All right, tell me more, Jennie.
She wants to avoid love, wants to avoid responsibilities.
She wants to avoid love, avoid responsibilities. Filmed alongside the coast of Spain during a summer heat wave. A film by Jennie. And this is crazy because she wrote this, she co-directed it, she is starring in it, and she wrote the song. It's just like, this is an auteur moment for Jennie. So, round of applause for her. Let's go.
She's very confused.
And now, right away, we also get this screenplay vibe. So all the titles here are in that screenplay font. This is exactly how you would write a screenplay. You would say interior house day, because that's what's happening. They're inside in a house and it's daytime. So this is called a scene heading or a slug line. And in a screenplay, every single scene has one. I love that title style. It's very filmic. Confused. This is also shot on film.
But also knows what she wants.
Just to enjoy summer.
Okay, so her goal is to enjoy summer. She knows what she wants, but she also kind of wants to avoid love. Honestly relatable. Don't get tied up in that drama. So here's a crazy stat. Only 1 in 4 of you guys are actually subscribed that are watching this right now. And if you've made it this far, you should subscribe. You should join the 25%. We would love to have you.
Just to enjoy summer.
Now this really feels like a film because we have sound effects. It's very like immersive. Like this close-up, the lighting is gorgeous. Ooh! The song is so good. And now think about this. The title says less than a lover. Look at what they're doing. Look how they're sitting. Look how they're like, there's so much romantic tension here. And so this is what you need to do as a director to create romantic tension when there isn't one. Even the title, normally you wouldn't put a title in a music video. It's just not something that you do. But this actually narratively has a purpose and it frames all of the images that we're about to see. We know that they're not actually dating. They're not actually together. But the way that they're acting is like that. And so now it's like, oh my gosh.
So in this next scene, we meet in the hallway.
Okay, now again, we get a slug line. It's so weird because I've never seen something edited like this where it feels like Jennie's just like pitching a film idea to somebody. It's interrupting her own music video. So this is not like, hey, I'm just gonna play the song and put a bunch of images over it. No, this is like an actual film, like an actual art piece with dialogue and sound effects and the song all woven together. So whenever I sit down to edit something, before I cut anything, I have to find the story. And lots of times my videos, I have an outline, but even with that, I go off script, I riff, I say some questionable things sometimes. And sorting through all of that footage when I'm editing takes forever. But now, this may change forever. Watch this. This video I'm editing here is about some filmmaking news. I sync up my timeline in Premiere, send it straight to Plotline, which is a plugin that helps you find your story before you cut it. It works with all major softwares. I select the project type and then pick the track with my voiceover. Then it transcribes everything so it can help me craft the perfect story. My footage never leaves my Mac. All it does is upload the audio for transcription so your footage stays safe. After it's transcribed, I give it some more info on exactly what I'm looking for in my story. There is a ton of control here, which is amazing. Then, based on my direction, it turns it into an amazing story that builds. Not a script it wrote, it literally rearranges my words. And what gets me is how well it understands story structure. It doesn't just cut things down, it literally finds the best possible story that's already in there. And here is the first cut. It gives you each point of the story and why it's there. And I was especially impressed with the logic that it used to craft an intro that makes you want to watch the whole thing. Opening, tension, then background. So I'm going through this as if I would with an editor. I agree with most of the picks, but it did need a little work. I told it to move powerful examples of specific moments earlier in the story and to avoid repeating information. So I just typed that in plain English and it recuts it right then and there. And then once that's done, I export it straight into my timeline in Premiere. And here's the thing, it doesn't create the entire edit for me. It just helps me find the story out of everything I said in the recording. And I take it from here. So if you want to get your story right as fast as possible, definitely try out Plotline. It is genuinely incredible. If you click the link in the description, you can get 3 days of Pro for free. And if you use code ORM, you will also get 10% off for 6 months. That's ORME, 10% off 6 months. So try it out on your next edit. And I like that they use the camera flash, like literally the flash, but also the sound effect as the motivation to get out of the music video back into a dialogue scene.
So in this next scene,
Nice.
we meet in the hallway. We look into each other's eyes and we smile. Okay?
Okay, we gotta look at that. I love how she says, "K," and it's actually, you see her talking this time. What do we have here? Less than a lover. She's writing some stuff. This looks like a storyboard. If you are directing, you oftentimes have a storyboard of what the shots are so that you can see what's happening. Yeah?
Are you filming?
Yeah. Nice shirt.
That's all.
Okay. That was fun. So she has drawn storyboards here, and when you're directing, it's smart to plan out every single shot. And Jenny's actually directing this, which is funny. So this isn't like some made up idea that it's like, oh, we want to make it look like Jenny's directing. No, she actually directed this. And so maybe these are real storyboards, who knows? And then we also have the costumes, we have some writing. Maybe this is actually the dialogue or the script. Who knows? I love it.
Each other's eyes.
It's like director
and we smile.
Jenny.
Okay?
So this is, oh dude, this is so good. Well, I'll talk about it later.
Okay?
I love that. Okay. This shot is crazy. I can't tell if it's a window or if it's a mirror shot. Let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, we have these kind of like weird zooms going on. I don't know. It probably is just the zoom lens on like an 8 or 16 millimeter film. This kind of looks like 8 millimeter to me. That's why it's a little extra grainy. And this is what that camera actually looks like. So it's pretty cool to show a shot of the lens, and then you realize, oh, okay, we have a friend filming. Again, we get the slug line, and this is scene 3, exterior. Little zooms. Bubble cigarettes. I've never seen those before. I love this. It's so good. It's so wholesome. That's just amazing composition, having like a foreground and then a background, and they're facing each other, but they're like not together. They're physically facing each other, but they're apart. Like, you know, they're offset. And that is just such a good shot to illustrate what's happening in the video. And this video is so meta because she's explaining the story, but she is the character in the story, and he's like coming along to help her film her story that she wants to film. But they are the story, and they're in the story, and the story is actually real, but it's a story. You know what I mean? Like, it's so meta. I love it. Country road
for
midday.
hours, not knowing our destination.
Dude, the way they look at each
So
other is
just decide
crazy.
to soak in the moment.
I love the zoom. That's some freaking editing right there, baby. That is some editing, okay? You know those TikToks where they kind of flash like somebody falling?
You know.
It's called like a foreshadowing trend, essentially. Like you just really quick cut to like a crazy part of the scene and then you go back to the beginning. That's kind of what happened here, except they just did it twice where they're standing next to each other. There's nothing happening, but we have a little foreshadowing cut. So they're just standing. Note, we really quickly cut to them touching foreheads. It's getting a little crazy. The tension is high. That is incredible editing. That is incredible directing. I'm shook. It's such a way to like break the editing rules. Like you normally wouldn't do that. It doesn't make sense. Obviously, it's very stylistic. It doesn't make like real life sense through time. So good. Okay, scene 5. The reason I love this shot so much, like she's acting, bro. And she's acting in this, she looks very much like she is thinking about something. Like she's like, she's in conflict. I don't know what I should do. And she's clearly deep in thought and he's in the background. So they're not together, but now they are. She's kind of like, should I not? Okay, now we got hand holding. It is getting serious. It is getting very serious. We have hand holding. Oh my goodness. This poor guy. She said, I don't want a relationship, but he is getting strung along. Oh my goodness. But it's not hand holding, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like, oh, they're cute, they're holding hands. No, it was kind of just we're touching hands in a weird way, but not in like a, you know, it's just the attention to detail. Crazy good. And then they're not touching hands. Okay, that is like one of the first times where we actually see her sing the lyrics, and it's like 2/3 of the way through. It's kind of fun. That jump cut was really weird. They're just breaking editing rules left and right, and I love it. I like the hair going up on the whoosh part of the snare. Whoosh. Now we're getting back into kind of the beginning where it's like, it's clearly Jennie trying to direct and like say, we're making a film, I'm telling the story, you're my actor in it. And the story is about like a girl that doesn't want to be a lover, but actually in real life, I want to be a little bit less than a lover. Crazy. So, but anyway, we're getting kind of like behind the scenes outtakes, which I love. It's like, oh, you're a little too tall. You gotta hit your mark, bro. She's pointing, like, whenever you film a film, there's usually a little thing called a T mark. That is not a T. Okay, let's go like this. A T mark, and that's where you put your feet. You put your feet in the spaces of the T. And so she's pointing on the ground and being like, bro, you gotta hit your mark. And then they're acting. By the way, this guy's a Taiwan-born model. His name is Na Kai. Good job, Jennie. Good casting. He's perfect for the role. I like it.
So, final scene. We're at the beach.
Final scene.
It almost feels like a date. And you can't control your emotions. And you just keep wanting more.
Kind of like how we repeated shots a little bit. Oh, that's so freaking good. It's so good. I love the zoom in, like just zooming in on a shot creates so much tension. Just that act in camera. So that's an amazing choice. And then we have two different shots of them kissing and we kind of go back and forth. This is kind of a terrible cut. Like normally you wouldn't want to do that. But this shot is so good where it's close and then slowly backs away because they're literally this much less than a lover. Like that was the distance, bro. They're this close to being lovers. Oh man. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. And I love zooming into just the sky where it's just a clean frame. And then this shot is so good. I don't know if I liked going back to this shot. It's kind of, it reminds you like, oh yeah, she's telling a story, and it brings you back to the beginning. But I think also ending on this shot, like if this just cut to be continued, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I feel like that shot might have been a little bit more impactful, but holding on a close-up is something about it, bro. It's beautiful. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, you probably should, because you're clearly interested in what we're talking about here. So just subscribe. I would really appreciate it. You should join the fam. If you want to watch me break down some American music videos, you can check out my second channel, Jordan Orm 2. If you want to learn to be a pro editor, a pro content creator, I would love to personally teach you on my channel, Jordan Edit. And if you want to go on some crazy adventures with me around the world, check out my channel, Jordan Collette. God bless you.